Hello, welcome to OmSci-Tech, a name known for programming trading robots and indicators for the VertexFX trading terminal. In this video, we are going to discuss a new VertexFX plugin, Sigma Band Indicator. The Sigma Band is a VertexFX client-side indicator that uses the statistical concept of standard deviation to identify trend reversals. The concept behind the Sigma Band indicator is that prices tend to exhibit normal distribution around the mean. Hence, 68% of the time, the closing price tends to be within 1 sigma standard deviation bands, marked by the upper and lower green bands. Furthermore, 95.4% of the time, the closing price tends to be between the 2 sigma bands identified by the upper and lower blue bands. When the price moves outside the 2 sigma band, we wait for it to re-enter the 2 sigma band. Once the price re-enters the 2 sigma band, it tends to stay inside the band and move toward the center line. Therefore, statistical evidence suggests that the price will enter the 1 sigma band and stay in it for 68% of the time. Here, our concept of time is translated into candles. Therefore, a rough estimate would suggest that the price should stay in the 1 sigma band for 68 candles in the next 100 candles. In the first step, we calculate the central red line, which is the mean price. This is the simple moving average, SMA, of the close over the recent bars counted candles. In the next step, we calculate the standard deviation, or sigma, of the close prices over the recent bars count candles. We now draw a green line above and below the center line at a distance of 1 standard deviation from the center line. The area between these 2 lines form the 1 standard deviation band. Theoretically, the close price will reside within this band 68% of the time. In a random sample of 100 consecutive trade candles, 68 candle closes should lie within these 2 green lines. Finally, we draw a blue line above and below the center line at a distance of 2 standard deviations from the center line. The area between these 2 lines form the 2 standard deviation band. Theoretically, the close price will reside within this band 95.4% of the time. The idea is to wait for the price to fall out of the normal distribution zone and then wait for it to revert back. When the price starts to revert back to the normal distribution zone, we enter the trade in the direction of the movement toward the center. We enter long when the price enters the zone from below and enter short when the price enters the zone from above. The theory is that once the price enters the zone, it tends to stay in the zone 95.4% of the time, over the next bar counts candles. There is also a 68% probability that the price will enter the 1 sigma green band touch to the center line. A buy signal is generated when the candle closes above lower blue line from below. The initial buy stop loss should be set to the nearest swing low. It is recommended to use other indicators like MACD, stochastic oscillator, or RSI for confirmation to avoid false entries. The profit target can be set to the center red line. A sell signal is generated when the candle closes below the upper blue line from above. The initial sell stop loss should be set to the nearest swing high. It is recommended to use other indicators like MACD, stochastic oscillator, or RSI for confirmation to avoid false entries. The profit target can be set to the center red line. You can download VertexFX Indicator, or EA, from www.vstore.co. and save it to the local VTL scripts folder of VertexFX Trading Terminal, which is located at users/default/appdata/roaming /VertexFX Client Terminals /VertexFX Trader 11 /VTL11/local VTL scripts. The same path is also displayed on the screen. After downloading, the expert will be available at VTL Local Scripts node, or you can install it directly from the VertexFX Trading Terminal's vStore tab. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel Tech for more VTL indicators and auto traders. Have a nice day.